Some great looking food in the kitchen this morning, courtesy of Mobile Mayor Sam Jones. We are cooking with the candidates all this week on Studio 10. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sticking with Hollywood news, what do you think about a Rocky 7 going on here?
I'm not surprised.
Not surprised. They keep on going. Apollo Creed's grandson, good idea?
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Apollo was a bad man.
Sylvester Stallone is a very, very, very popular actor.
Oh, definitely. He is. And you know why? Because he stays strong by eating lots of chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that, getting that protein up in the system.
We might need to call him.
So tell us about this chicken dish you're working on for us this morning.
This is a dish called Orange Grove chicken. It's really the seasoning is what makes the difference in it. It's somewhat of a baked chicken, but it's done in aluminum foil. After we put Tony Chachere Creole seasoning on it, accent, granulated garlic, and then we put it in the pan and we kind of smother it with onions, bell pepper, and actually we use two sauces. We use Worcestershire sauce and Sunny Sweet barbecue sauce. And then seal it up, put it in the oven for 2 hours and 15 minutes, and you've got Orange Grove chicken.
Making my mouth water. It sounds so good. So now we learned what we need to make Orange Grove chicken. I hear there's kind of a story behind this as well. Tell us about this dish and its significance.
Well, the Orange Grove area of the city is this area that I was born and raised in, and it's just on the other side of the Press Register building there. And during that time, I really spent a lot of time in the kitchen watching my grandmother, and she said, you know, there's no telling when you might have to cook for yourself. So I paid attention to her, and as a result of that, I came up with my own dish on chicken. And after a while, it became to be very popular. It's won a couple of cooking contests, so and it's something I like to do in my pastime. So that's how it came about, and it's something that really is a pretty popular dish.
When you find the time to cook.
When I find the time to cook, my problem is I can't cook small portions. I hadn't learned how to cook small portions yet.
Well, we like you cooking big portions here at Studio 10, so we all can try some. So that's all good, no problem there. So you did add some of the seasonings to it right now. Right. So what's the rest of the steps in the process this morning? What are we going to do throughout the show?
What we'll do after this, we'll then take it and put it in a pan lined with aluminum foil.
Okay.
And then we'll use the bell pepper, we'll use the onions, we'll put it all over it, and then we'll use the Worcestershire sauce and about a cup of Sunny Sweet barbecue sauce just to help flavor it, and close it up real tight so nothing escapes. Put it in the oven at 350 for about 2 hours and 15 minutes, and we're ready.
Well, the good news is you got one, since it takes a long time. You've got one going there already. When we come back, we're going to put all that stuff together and get this one in the oven. But we got two complete pans here of Orange Grove chicken. We love it. Thanks a lot, Mayor.
Sure, thank you.
In the kitchen this Friday morning, and it's so nice of you to join us here. Things are smelling really good. We've been cooking with the candidates all week long, the mayoral candidates, and today we have Mobile Mayor Sam Jones cooking some Orange Grove chicken. Really does smell good. Love anything with onions, and looks like you're pretty close to being finished with this.
We're finishing putting our onions and bell peppers on, and then we'll put our sauces on. We put Worcestershire sauce and then Sunny Sweet barbecue sauce just to give it a different taste. And we'll be ready to wrap it up and put it in the oven.
Do you cook a lot?
When I have time, it's something I like to do in my pastime, but I don't cook a lot, but I do like to do it.
Do you cook more healthy dishes or just whatever you're feeling like that day?
Well, whatever I feel like, really.
Okay.
I also do a lot of pressure cooking. I have an electronic pressure cooker that is a perfect item for me because I can set it and leave, and it cuts itself off and keeps it warm, and there are a lot of dishes you can cook with a pressure cooker.
Oh yeah, and it makes it so tender.
Very tender.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, this process also tenderizes the chicken, so when we finish up and you get a chance to see it, you'll see how tender it is.
Oh, can't wait to taste. So you added your spices, you put some bell peppers on top, some onions, and you said some sauce is the next step?
Right, but before we put the chicken in, there's also a bed of onions and bell peppers under the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
So it's really kind of wrapped in it. And then, yes, we put the sauces, we put Worcestershire sauce, and we'll put a cup of Sunny Sweet sauce on it, and then we wrap it up and completely seal it so nothing can get in, nothing can get out, and put it in the oven.
Well, you definitely don't want that chicken to walk out. That would be that would be real bad.
And really, it moisturizes the chicken. It keeps all the flavor in. It keeps all the seasoning in.
Sounds really good. Now, how long do you need to cook, and what is the temperature going to be?
It's 350 in about 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh, you're going to make it really nice and moist.
It's nice and moist and nice
succulent.
and tender.
Yeah, okay, well, this sounds good, and this is something that you can make for dinner. You don't feel like going out. It's Friday. You're like, yeah, we'll go out to eat tomorrow night. So you want to cook something tonight, something that's easy, you can put together, let it sit for a couple of hours, watch a movie while it cooks. That's a pretty good idea, right? On a Friday night,
That's
have a
right.
date night with your honey. Let this cook, then after the movie, you guys can eat something good. Then I can't wait to taste this, and I know that Joe is feeling the same way. We'll do that in just a few minutes, letting it cook. Now, we've already started cooking one dish because we don't have the 2 hours here.
Right.
So we'll get to see the finished product with Mayor Sam Jones when we come back to the kitchen. Make sure you get this recipe. It's on fox10tv.com on the Studio 10 page.
Kitchen with Mobile Mayor Sam Jones as Cooking with the Candidates concludes this week on Studio 10. And you have made us a chicken dish for the folks just tuning in. Tell us what we got here.
We have Orange Grove chicken, a complete product now with all of the seasoning. It's been fully cooked and it's ready to be eaten.
And this is pretty much, for the most part, as you were explaining, a Mayor Sam Jones original.
It is.
This is the real deal, a brand new recipe. Well, not brand new, but brand new to us. I'm going to take this, if you don't mind,
Sure.
and just try a little bit of it because, you know, I got to eat. Now, as I'm eating, I won't be able to talk because my mouth is full. We wanted to ask you, you know, the word is presidential. I don't know if it's mayorly. When you're not being mayorly, what does Mayor Sam Jones like to do?
Sports. I like sports. I also like to work on older historic homes. I do a lot of that, and you know, basically I do some of this, do some cooking, but spend time with my grandchildren and love sports. Go all over to watch sporting events.
I love sports as well. What do you like, Mayor Sam Jones? Are you a football, baseball guy? All of it? What do you like to watch?
I'm a football guy, and second choice would be basketball.
Basketball. Okay, and so we asked mayoral candidate Sandy Stimpson earlier in the week if he's a Tide or Tigers guy. I have to ask you the same question.
Well, you know, I'm both. I like football, and I also like the New Orleans Saints.
Like the Saints, and you got to say go Jags.
Oh, yeah. And, well, the Jags is primary.
Yeah, you know, I love being part of a sports department here and getting to meet Joey Jones and getting the Jags program off the ground. They're doing great things, huh?
They're doing great. I serve on the board of trustees out there for the last 10 years, so I've seen a lot of progress at University of South Alabama. Very, very proud of it.
Speaking of great things, this Orange Grove chicken is delicious. You need to get the recipe on the Studio 10 website. It is fantastic. Can't wait to have some more of this. And it was so nice having you in here, Mobile Mayor Sam Jones. And we want to encourage everybody, as we've said with all three candidates here, whoever you want to vote for, get on out and vote. August 27th, that's when the mayoral election is. So head on out to the polls and use your freedoms here in the United States to get on out and vote. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Going to have another bite.
Sure.